How many times did you want to do a good job on fixing your AC system and making sure you have the proper amount of gas in, you have the proper amount of oil, but you cannot find all that information? Say you take a rock through your condenser, you're going to lose all your gas because it's a high pressure gas in your AC system, but at the same time, you're going to lose oil also. But the issue is you don't know how much oil is in the system because that information is not readily available to you, and you don't even know how much oil you lost. So now here you are stuck. You want to do a good job, but you're missing all the information, and that is what I'm going to cover for you. You see, soon I will be replacing the compressor, the condenser, and the receiver dryer on one of the vehicles here at home. So I did all the research and I did all the leg work for you, so you don't have to do this yourself. What I'm going to do for you, I'm going to show you where to find how much oil comes in your compressor, because oftentimes that information is not with the compressor. It'll tell you what kind of oil is in it, but it will not tell you how much oil is in it. And that is a key element of when you have to replace these components, because the issue is this. If you don't have enough oil, the compressor is going to seize on you, and that may not happen the same season. It might happen the next season, but this unit will seize on you. You have too much oil, this thing is going to go into a hydrolock, and you're going to lose a compressor. Not necessarily the same year too, so it is of paramount importance that you understand and that you know how much oil you have in your AC system, and that's what I'm going to cover with you. I'm going to show you where all the information is, how much oil your car has, how much oil your compressor has, and how to do the math to figure all that out, and the steps you have to take to do a good job. And I'm going to tell you right now, some of the steps you're not going to like, because you're going to have to do some flushing also. You're going to have to remove all the old oil out and start from zero. So let's get started. Let me show you what to do and how to do it, where to find the information, and how to make this happen. First order of business, you need to know and understand what kind of gas your car has and how much of it. The most recent model years cars, they have two dominant gases, the R134A and the 1234YF. You're going to find that information somewhere under this hood. And if you cannot find that information, I'm going to show you where to find it on the internet. For example, on this car, you're going to find it right here. This particular car uses a R134A. And you'll see here the lubricant, it tells you what kind of lubricant it is, but it doesn't specify exactly what it is. We're gonna cover that as well. I'm gonna show you where all this information is on the internet. Let's do it. So we covered where to find under the hood the type of gas and the type of oil. But if that information is not under the hood, because say you had some repairs done on the car, I'm going to show you how to find that information. But first things first. Now, mind you, I am going to stick with Denso product because that is what this particular car uses. And I like Denso. It's a good brand. It's a good quality material. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do, let's say in this particular case, I'm replacing the compressor, the receiver dryer, and the condenser. But what kind of compressor do I need for this car? You could do a general search on Google, but you can also just go to densoautoparts.com. You go here, and you put in vehicle type. In my case, a passenger, cars, trucks. We're going to do year, make, and model. And then mine is a 2000 let's scroll up. It's a 2004. Then it's going to ask what kind of car. It's a Mercedes-Benz. And you could do this for any cars. And mine is an ML500. Yes, it is a 5-liter V8. Is it a special? In my case, it's a special edition. And I am going for the AC engine cooling system. Let's search. And here you have it. The AC compressor. And for this particular car, you can also see what the expansion valve, what the receiver dryer is, and what kind of oil. Key element, the kind of oil that you use. See, the ND Oil 8 is a PEG 46 oil made specifically for R134As. This is a generic one, but Denso is very adamant and that you use their particular oil, ND Oil Type 8. And I will get this oil, but when the time comes that I am replacing these components for that car. But for the time being, I just wanted to show you where to get the information that you need. And these are all the part numbers for them. This is for the oil, the receiver dryer, the expansion valve. But anyway, compressor. And you'll notice that this is the compressor for this vehicle. Here it is, right here. 471-1474, but there is no pamphlet, or it doesn't tell you anything about how much oil is in it. We know what kind of oil is in it because it tells you that information right here. It is an NG oil type 8, but it does not tell you how much oil you have in this compressor, because now, mind you, all Denso compressors come serviced with a fixed amount of oil based on a kind of compressor that it is or that you purchase. But you don't know what the full amount of the oil for the car is. So how are you gonna know what to do and how to do it? Well, this is where you go to the next page that I'm gonna take you, which is right here. You're gonna go to WranglerTJForum.com and a Denso compressor oil chart. For a 471-1474, 471, here you're just gonna scroll down, 11, 12, 13, 471, 1470. Here it is right here. 471. Let me see if I can do it. 471, 1474. The compressor comes. You see the oil? It's a number ND8 PEG oil. Oil amount in cc is 150 cc or 5.1 ounces. But you still don't know how much oil is in the car as a whole. Say you take a rock through your compressor season, or a line breaks, or you take a rock through the condenser. You don't know how much oil as a whole this system takes. And this is where we're going to go to the next page. It's right here, guys. Go to 4s.com, and you're going to find all pertinent information that tells you what the system takes in quantity of oil and a type of oil. You go to 4s.com. or 4seasons.com. Then you go to Technician Resources right here. Then you're going to go to the Compressor Oil Capacity Guide. Here it is. You can also click here. You're going to click on this PDF file, and voila. These are all the cars, for the most part, all the manufacturer, what kind of gas, the amount, and the amount of oil that it takes, and what kind of oil. So being that this is a Mercedes, we're going to scroll. Sorry, I'm going a little fast for you. We're going to go all the way down here. Where are you? GMC. It's in alphabetical order. So H, Honda. Where are we? We are at I, Infiniti. J, Jaguar. Jeep. K, Kia. JKL. Lexus. Lincoln. Mazda, MA, Mazda, Mercedes-Benz. Here we are. Mercedes-Benz. Now, this is an ML500W163. So you scroll down. This is you have the 200, 240, 260, 280 series. You just keep scrolling. 500 series. Where are you? Found you earlier. C63 AMG-S. There's a lot of Mercedes here. Mercedes-Benz, the CLA, CLK, E-Type, and just keep on going. It's eventually, we're gonna eventually find it. I'll show you. Where are you? G63 AMC G. This is your G-Wagon right here. Okay. GLK, ML350, we're in the ML class right now. ML500, see it? This is an ML500, 2004, here it is, 2001 to 2004 on the very bottom. It takes 6 ounces total for the whole system of PEG 46 oil, and it has 26.5 ounces of R134A. Here it is. Here's all the information, my friend. Here's all the information that you need. As far as how to replace the compressor and how to replace the condenser and the receiver driver, that is not the point of this video. But I just wanted to show you where to find the information when it comes to the type of oil, the amount of oil for the system, the type of gas, the amount of gas for the system, and, where to find the information. So we talked about the gas, we talked about the oil quantities and so on and so forth. Now it's time to actually make this job happen. We're not going to do the job, but we're not out of the weeds just yet. Say, like I said earlier to you, you broke a line or you took a rock through your condenser and you don't know how much oil is left in the system, and you actually have to figure that part out. Now, this is where you come in. You're going to have to, like I said at the beginning of the video, this is the part that you're not going to like, but you have to do also. You're going to have to flush the system. This is a typical tool that you use for flushing your AC system. And with this tool, you're going to use a solvent such as this one right here. And what you're going to do, you're going to flush out all the old oil out of your AC system. Now, mind you, you will take, you're going to disconnect the compressor. You're going to empty out the compressor and you're going to put new O-rings on and so on and so forth on the lines. And you're going to have to empty out the, like I said, you're going to have to empty out the oil out of the compressor to figure out the actual amount. Also, when the time comes to re-put new oil, you're not going to put the oil in the compressor, but you're going to put it through the lines or you're going to put it through the condenser. Once you flush the system, you'll be able to flush this. You'll be able to flush the lines. You'll be able to flush the evaporator, the expansion valve, but you're not going to be able to flush all of this right here. This is the receiver dryer, and it collects oil and it collects moisture. You're not going to be able to, because this is essentially like a filter. You're going to have to replace this. You're going to replace the receiver dryer. And then once you replace the receiver dryer and you clean the whole system out, then you can start from scratch and put the right amount of gas and the right amount of oil and so on and so forth. That's it, my friend. This is information you're going to need first and foremost to do the job right. In terms of torque specs, that is not the point of this video. We're going to make another video about how to replace the compressor, how to replace the receiver dryer, how to replace the condenser and so on and so forth, and how to discharge the system and recharge the system, pull a vacuum. I'm actually going to attach a video to this video so that you have an idea of what kind of equipment I have to do the job right as a DIY type of technician that you are, just like I am. Because I understand how you do anything is how you do everything, and I want you to do a good job because I like to do a good job. Smash that like button, share with your friends, remember to subscribe, and I will see you at the next video. Take care.